ladies and gentlemen, if you can hear me, which you should be able to, welcome back. Welcome to the fourth wonderful installment of what is one of the highlights of my week now, doing these little streams. I know I missed Friday and Monday, and we are now technically 2 streams behind. But, shut up. Shut up. We're okay. We're going to be just fine. This is probably going to be very silly, but since last time I learned how to play the opening to Blumenkranz on piano from Kill la Kill, because I'm a total nerd. So I'm going to run that through now. Just keep it in my mind, keep it fresh, a little bit of practice. And then we'll get into kind of today's agenda. So enjoy a little bit of this. My life's work is now complete, and we have successfully enjoyed a little bit of music. Little bit of music today. I think it's a good way to start these streams off. It's a little something, play a little something, you know. Flex my talents a little bit. You know how it is. Catch me outside. How about that? I just learned this past weekend that she's Bad Baby. Not that I'm really familiar with Bad Baby, but I did just put that information together. Kind of crazy. If you're joining me today, cup of coffee as always. Have a tea or some other warm beverage or cool beverage, I guess, if that's what you're into. Weirdos. Yeah, so today what I really want to tackle after this sip is going back, because I promised last Friday that I was going to review a song from one of our viewers, one of our lovely viewers. I think their name was 20 Querico. Let me find my notes here. Give me 1 second. Their name was 20 Querico. There was a song they wanted me to listen to. Yes, okay. Mildred by Grim Salvo. So I don't have necessarily my audio set up exactly to support this, so give me a moment to do a little bit of troubleshooting here. I know everything is always running crazy last minute, but I'm going to add just another audio input capture. Doo-doo-doo. We're going to call this one Opera. I use Opera GX, not sponsored. Grab that real quick. Okay. And then just as a little test, this might be, yeah, this is going to be really loud. All right. So now what we're going to do is we are going to find the song this gentleman has told us about. Now we're going to give it a little brief listen. We're not going to sit here in silence and just take it all in. But we are going to kind of just listen through, skip sections, see what we need to do. What I will say is the album cover here looks rough. This looks rough. I don't know if this is going to be my type of music, but, you know, hey, we're going to check it out. It looks like there's 10 songs. So, yeah, we're going to give this a rock and roll here. Looks like we've got Heart of Darkness, Close Ties with division symbols, Walt Disney Wormdog, Contact Your Liquidator, 1-300 Liquidate, Oregon Boys. That one sounds nice. That one sounds cute. Kamara, Feasting on the Guts of Angels. Oh, sorry, it's Grim Salvo featuring Kamara. Feasting on the Guts of Angels. Interesting. March of the Earwigs. That sounds gross. Opera the Urchin. And Black Rainbow. These all seem to have different animations associated with them. I'm seeing like some things I recognize. I think this is what's that show with the dinosaur guy? Pretty sure that's the dinosaur show. It's like the caveman and he has a dinosaur friend. Why am I forgetting this? Primal. Looks like an episode from Primal. Looks like Fantastic Mr. Fox. I think that's a Warhammer Space Marine. So, interesting stuff. We are gonna go ahead and get right into it. This is, yeah, and I was absolutely right. This is Primal. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm liking this one. Okay. Okay. First 30 seconds, I'll say it's going pretty hard. I'm liking it. The little like kind of guitar arpeggio background, maybe that's a bass. It's kind of lower in register, I'm not sure. That's going hard. The drums, very energetic. Very energetic. A lot of energy. I'm liking that. We're gonna jump up. Okay, this is the most replayed part. I trust that to the minute. Okay, so it turns a little bit into more like metal screamo type stuff, which not necessarily my speed, but it still seems to be put together well. The only thing I can say is it's I think the mix is a little quiet. I know my volume is kind of turned up high, especially before my stream, so it seems a little quiet. I'm not sure if that's just like the mastering for the version for this animated short that they put on YouTube or what, but Heart of Darkness, pretty cool. The use of drums and guitar as basically like the majority of the instrumental, very interesting. Very interesting. Really atmospheric. I do like that a lot. I like that a lot. I think that worked really well. So let's give this next one a check out here. This one's Close Ties, and that's an ad. I have greatly, deeply apologized for the split second you had to be burdened with a Google Analytics ad. Alright, here we are. This is Close Ties. We'll give it 30 seconds, let it breathe, then we'll go from there. Okay. Okay, so yeah, it seems like this song is structured the same kind of way. They have like a somewhat lower register melody in the background. And then in this one, same thing, they brought in these really big kinetic drums and 808s. And then they just have these really gritty vocals, both in performance and mix. And it's kind of what they're doing here. Same thing, I'm gonna see where the most listened to part is. Okay, it's the drop we just heard. That's fine. Let's jump to 2 minutes. We'll see what we're doing here. Actually, you know what? No, we're gonna jump to 20 seconds from the outro. We're gonna see if the outro of this song goes hard. Okay. It's moving. It's got movement for sure. Okay, yeah, so the use of ambient sounds and samples is really good. This music is very atmospheric, and I do like that. I do think that that's really good. I like the way that they keep using these kind of tick 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 noises. That's good shit. That's good shit. Even though this isn't necessarily my genre, I do think those are really strong elements of this music production here. I know we're kind of like breezing through these here, but I don't want to necessarily spend our time jamming to other stuff. So, because I have more on the agenda today. So, this one is Walt Disney Worm Dog. So let's see. Right, we're 2 tracks deep in this album, and we've seen the same thing twice in a row. We've seen this, slightly lower register melody with some drums, and then there's a drop with 808s, and then hard, gritty, screamo vocal delivery. So they have a formula. Let's see if we can spot that same formula. And already in it with a low register melody. Here comes some drums. Yeah, and then the 808s. Okay. These guys know their style. They know what they're here for. I'll give this one a little bit longer because we're at the 30-second mark and nothing has really changed too much. This synth in the background is great. Okay. Yeah, so I mean, kind of like I'm saying, there's nothing wrong with it, but I know their formula now. I kind of know what I'm getting into. I know what I can expect. What I will say, the synth that comes in, that like droning synth, was good. That was good. I think that shook it up a little bit, and made it a little bit more interesting. I don't know if they bring that back or not. We're gonna jump again to the most replayed part, or just before it, which is actually a minute and a half into the song. That's the kind of shit you want to see. So hopefully, we're surprised. Okay, back to that melody and just drums, and then another drop. Okay, they brought in some 808s. I'm not hearing any like big synths. Okay, yeah, so it seems like we're going to be hearing a lot of that from then on. Kind of a shame they dropped the part that I thought was really interesting. But, again, still the production is really good. But, yeah, I mean, I'm not seeing too much more to really pull away from kind of the structure of these. Which we might get into. I might mess around with this today. And what we might do is a little type beat, if you will. Doing music studies is a great way to learn, and though I don't necessarily want to make music like this, I could definitely incorporate elements that are strong into my own stuff. So we might sit around today and then try and create something that would fit. All right, so next we're going to go into this one, which is contact your local liquidator. Let's hear the first 30 seconds, and we'll see what we're thinking. Okay. Okay, back to that melody background with some drums. And a drop. And they brought in 808s. Okay, so they've got their structure down. These guys know what their method is for making a song and getting things arranged. I do like the vocal performance, at least what I've seen so far in this one. It seems to stray away a little bit from what they've done in the past 3 tracks. So I do like that. I think that's very good. But I think we've just about cracked the code here. We'll jump. This one's a little shorter. This one's only 2 minutes 20. So we're gonna jump to the most listened to part, which is also at about 1:30, which is good. We're gonna see what we're looking at here. I'm gonna go ahead and throw out a prediction. we're going to be jumping in, and it's going to be a little bit of drums, light melody, vocals. Then there's going to be a drop. Then they're going to bring in 808s, and then it's either going to be a larger vocal harmonies, or they're going to add in like more mixing layers, and it's going to be like more grungy kind of delivery. If that makes sense. So let's see if I'm right. I might be wrong. Ooh, maybe not. So they shook it up a little bit. They ended up doing what I said, but they kind of swung each element in individually. Like, we started exactly where I said we'd be, with the light melody, the drums, and then like the more subdued vocals. Then they slowly brought in the heavier vocals. They slowly brought in more drums, and they didn't commit to like a full drop and bring in the 808s, but they did still do-doom, boom, 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 and like bring it in there. So these guys have a method. They have a method. Let's move to track 5. This one is 1-300 Liquidate. So these guys they hate taxes, I think. Methinks, if you will. Hold on, let me look up. Let me just double check. What is liquidation? What does it mean to liquidate? It's just like count your assets, right? Wind up the affairs, ascertaining liabilities and apportioning assets, eliminate typically by violent means or kill. Okay, so I'm thinking of liquidate in a more legal sense, and these guys are trying to liquidate a person. Probably. From the tone of what I'm watching, these guys are probably not exactly counting out people's affairs. So yeah, let's see. This one's back to our kind of 3 minutes 30 structure. Let's see what we're working with here. Bring in the melody. Okay. There it is. And these drums are going to slowly get louder. There it is. Grungy vocals, 808 drop, you know. They know what they like, and they know what their audience likes. Let's skip again to the next most replay, which is at 240. That's pretty deep in the song. Let's see what we're working with here. Okay. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. I think they just, you know, maybe it's just because I don't really listen to this genre, but I feel like now that I've cracked the code, there's not a lot of room for surprise here. You know, they're not really wowing me, but we're halfway through. You know what I mean? This is the first half of the album. We'll see what the next couple tracks, I guess, have in store for us. So now we're looking at Oregon Boys. Oregon Boys had a very cute little picture, and it's about Oregon. Oregon's beautiful, Pacific Northwest, you know. I think that's an incredible type of environment, you know. And, you know, boys from Oregon, I guess, you know, they gotta be pretty cool, right? I don't know. Starting with a sample, going to a melody, bringing in some drums, starting with a melody, it seems. Okay. This is a nice guitar. I'll say it's a nice guitar for sure. Where's the drop? Yep. That 30-second mark is perfect for these guys. They definitely know what they're doing and structure things out so that at 30 seconds they're gonna hit you with that drop. You know what I mean? They're gonna shake it up, and then they're not really changing the structure. The melody stays the same. The drums really stay the same. Um, they're just upping the distortion. They're bringing in 808s. They're giving it more of that, you know, quote, beefy sound, which is not bad. It's not bad. I did like the guitar in the intro. Hold on. Do they still have the same guitar? No, I can't really tell if they still have that same guitar in here. Most replayed is kind of a majority of the song, really, from a minute 8 all the way up to like 2 minutes. They have kind of this most replayed section. So we'll just jump ahead to 108. This is where people are really digging it. We'll see how we feel. There's that guitar. God, I love that guitar. Alright. Yeah, so, I mean, you know, it's not bad. It's not bad, but, you know, we're getting a lot of the same thing. That guitar, though, a strong lead. A strong lead guitar. I think they could have put more emphasis on it even. I really liked the way that it sounded. It had good feel, meshed well with the atmosphere of the song. I really liked the guitar more than anything else in that song. I think the guitar really stood out to me. But let's drop over to this one. Sounded super nice in the title, Feasting on the Guts of Angels. So I hope you guys are hungry. But yeah, let's see. So here's my prediction. Here's my prediction, guys. Check this out. I'm a gambler. Okay. We're going to start off with some kind of sample. It could be like maybe biblical in nature, you know, maybe like some kind of preacher, crazy stuff. And then we're going to bring in some kind of melody. I'm going to guess it's going to be a synth melody, you know, we're going for angels. Maybe I'm giving them too much credit for changing up. And then they're going to bring in some drums, and then by the 30-second mark, we can see they're going to switch it up to like a more distorted electric guitar and some 808s and some super big drums. So let's see. Let's see. Here we go. Okay. There is a synth and a guitar melody going on. Not the sample, like I said. It took 15 seconds that time, guys. Which I will say is a big shake-up from their normal structure, but let's listen a little longer. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest, if my prediction was right, I was probably gonna be a little bit more interested. They didn't do any sample work with this one, but it's got a good sound. It does. The vocal performance is really good. It swings. It's catchy. You know what I mean? I could definitely see myself in like a high school parking lot feeling this song through some shitbox Honda's car doors, for sure. But yeah, it's just, you know, maybe because we're absorbing such an abridged version of this album, it's feeling so samey. But yeah, I really can't give it too much more than it really does feel kind of samey. And I'm trying to be positive, I really am. And there's nothing wrong with this. These are great songs. Just as an album as a whole, I'm really getting, you know, they found the formula that they wanted to use and that works for them, and they were like, let's stick to it. Let's do that. Which there's nothing wrong with it. You know, I think if anything, my music could probably use a little bit more formula. I feel like I'm too chaotic at times, which is why this album seems to be, you know, very genre defined, which is not a bad thing by any stretch of the imagination. If anything, it's probably better for, you know, retention, for keeping this album more relevant, especially among their listeners. But yeah, that's something I think I lack, is kind of a specific genre. I've had people ask me, like, what genre of music do you do? And I'm like, I do music. I make whatever. What I make is not metal or country. And so anywhere but there is really where I'm at. But let's we'll jump ahead here to the 2-minute mark, which seems to be about where it's most replayed. I'm expecting it's gonna be another, like, end of a verse into a chorus with a big drop section, which is what we're hearing. What'd I tell ya? Ooh, double drop! I do want to figure out how they get their vocals to sound like that. What kind of layering are they doing when they're mixing? What kind of plug-in is that? Because I don't know how to do that. We'll see. We'll try. We'll mess around with that. We'll see if we can get a vocal take to do that. Yeah, we'll see what we can do about that. Maybe I'll try my best. March of the Earwigs is what we have up next. This is the 8th track, and it's got a wonderful Space Marine. I know this animation. Incredible animation. Yeah, March of the Earwigs. I wonder, like, did they partner with these people, or... I'm checking their description now. They have, like, their lyrics and then their socials. Yeah, it doesn't really say. So I'm not really sure if they're, like, partnered with them, or if they just use the animations. I would imagine that, especially with how successful these songs seem to be, that there probably is some kind of partnership, but I don't know what the correlation is between, like, the animations and the music, or if I'm missing something, because I don't think I've seen any associations of this band with these properties, but I could be wrong. So, but yeah, let's give March of the Earwigs a little gander here. Okay, please don't just be a sample. Please continue with this. I'm liking this. Damn it. It's about to, yeah. Okay. This one's different. I kind of like it just for being different. Again, the vocals are very interesting, but I just can't get behind the sound. Personally, but they're well done. This one really shook up the structure a bit. You saw, I don't know if you could see on my face, I was like, uh-oh, here comes the 30-second drop. And no, they pushed it, and they pushed it, and they pushed it, and then they kind of committed later. It was, a little fake out, which was nice. It kept me a little bit more interested than I think the previous tracks did. And then the intro was great. I love the intro. So let's see if they actually bring that back at all later. It looks like this is already the most replayed part of the song that we listened to. But so I'm gonna skip pretty close to our outro here and just see what that looks like, because it's a march, but this song doesn't sound like a march. Like, you couldn't really march to this. Yeah, it was alright. It was alright. It's my favorite AI-generated SoundCloud rapper. That was Gas? Shut up, dude. Shut up. Okay, if you're just tuning in, right, per recommendation of 20QE Rico, a former listener, we are listening to an album titled Mildred by a band called Grim Salvo. So, we kind of broke down their structure to a science, doing a little listen through. Yeah, I don't think it's good to hate anybody in the chat. You know, let's stay peaceful. Everyone deserves a little bit of love. But that was the 8th track that we just listened to, called March of the Earwigs. And now we're on the 9th. This is the penultimate piece of music. So basically what we're going to do is the same thing as before. I'm going to give my little prediction as to what this is going to be like, and we're going to see how closely they stick to kind of the formula that they've already established. So this song, titled Opera of the Urchin, I don't think it's going to be operatic at all. I think we're going to start the song pretty definitively with some lighter drums, a lower register melody, some kind of sample, and then roughly at that 30-second mark, we're gonna hit a drop. I think they're gonna cycle back to the formula. So let's see if I roll black on this table, guys. Okay. Yep. We're sticking with it so far. Okay. Okay, yeah, so they came in a couple seconds early, but yeah, they started with a low register melody, brought in some drums, had a sample in the background, and then just before the 30-second mark, they dropped it with some 808s and then brought in the grungy vocals. So, you know. Pause music from Conker's Bad Fur Day? I have no goddamned idea what you just said, but I love you for it. Yeah, this one really kind of feels like a little return to form. We're gonna jump ahead. This one's 3 flat. We're gonna jump to the 2-minute mark. We're gonna see if we shake things up. We're gonna see if we do anything different here. Okay. This is good. Yeah, that was good. It became way more harmonic, way more interesting. That was good. That was really good. I like that. I like that a lot. I think that one is good enough. I could probably get through the vocal deliveries that I'm not that big a fan of. Because that was an enjoyable listening experience. I liked the guitar and how the vocals kind of fit together. That was nice. That was nice. Conker's Bad Fur Day. Is that... I'm assuming that's a video game. Which I am not against listening to game soundtracks. I mean, I would definitely love to jump into there. But yeah, you let me know. Maybe we can do that next time we stream, which will be this Friday. We can do a little bit of that. I'm just playing catch up right now. But anyway, let's check out the final track. This is the end all be all of this album here. This one's called Black Rainbow, which doesn't sound much like a rainbow at all. Right. Same thing. You know, this one's 5.5 minutes. So, if ever they were going to subvert my expectations, I think it's now. It's the final track. It's 5.5 minutes. So I'm going to let this... I'm not going to make a prediction here. We're just going to see what the first 30 seconds feels like.
Okay, we're gonna let this one ride. I'm liking this. I want to see where this goes. This is new. Okay, that's the first minute, and yeah, I gotta say, I like this one a lot. This one is doing different stuff. It's got a different atmosphere. So we're gonna jump ahead to a minute here. Sorry, about 2 minutes here. Okay, let's jump ahead a little bit more here. Okay, dude, yeah, well, this is that's a strong closer. That is a strong closer. I do like that. Yeah, so I think there's some things we could definitely take away. So if we were gonna try to recreate this, right? Here's what we would do. Here's what we would do. Let's come over here. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna find a guitar that we like, and then we're gonna just throw a good deal of distortion on there, probably a lower EQ. Something like that. Let's do a little bit of this. Something like that. And then I'm gonna leave this on track 1 here. We're gonna open up our mixer. And then I don't usually try to mess with this, so we are going to kind of figure this out together and see, you know, kind of how we can find this sound. Okay. Sorry if I'm ear blasting you guys. What we're gonna do is we're gonna leave that there and turn it a lot down. Okay, and then see, now we're capturing some of that feel. Now what we need to do is come up with a melody. And I think all I'm gonna do, right, is just to keep this as simple as possible. So we're gonna rock into our piano roll here. And we are going to just keep things quick. Not that we're in any rush here today, guys. But we are going to do a little generate chord progression here. Let's try and grab something angry. Do they have an angry one in here? It's not usually where I tense. Let's see what we're working with here. Okay, let's regenerate that. That didn't feel tense. That does. Okay. Okay, we're missing something. Okay, we're gonna rock with that. I like that. And then what we're gonna do is we are going to take all of these, and we're just gonna run the arpeggiator tool on it. See what we can come up with. Perfect. That was great already. So what I'm gonna do is take the top end here, drop it an octave, and see if that sounds better. Okay. We have our guitar. Boom, that was like 2 minutes. What I do want to do, though, just to get this kind of sounding like we want, is I'm going to keep it repeating. And we're going to throw an EQ on here. Cut out a good deal of the high end. And really boost that low end. So we have this really grungy kind of feel. Okay. And now what we need to do is add probably some like rock style drums for the intro here. And then we'll work on our chorus, our drop. You know what I mean? So let's bring this here. I am going to pull up one of those tracks again real quick just to see kind of what they're doing with their drums. Just so I can get kind of an idea of what like what their structure is and what they kind of sound like. Okay, so for the most part, very simple. So I think what we need here is we need 4 elements. 4 elements to make these drums work. We need a good kick. We need an 808. We need like a rim shot, like a snare rim shot, and then something that's just noise. Something that's just more of like a sampled percussive element. So, but a lot of these are very, very straightforward. So we're gonna go over here. Nope, where's my drums? How am I losing my brain? Drum, yeah, okay, drums. So we need something with a lot of punch here. Okay, I think this guy's what we want. So we will toss him there. And then, you know, they kept it very simple, so we're going to do the same thing. You know what I mean? We are going to keep it nice and straightforward. Is that... Yeah, I think that's all we're going to do is we're just going to rock it like that. Very straightforward, very simple. Okay, and now let's grab our next one here. Let's try and find that rim shot that I was talking about before. Something that's going to be clicky, fast, taking up kind of what's normally that hi-hat area. I don't know if I have anything that's like just intentionally rim shots in here. Let's see if we have anything here that's good. I think I'm going to keep this because that's good. Okay, I want to use both of these. So I will do probably both of these on this track. Actually, I'll probably grab a different one here. I'll go back to the same yeasty percussions here for this next one, just so I can mix these differently. Because now that I'm thinking about this, I want to make sure that these have their own kind of feel, and so especially if they're going to stand out in the mix, that's going to be pretty important. Okay, and then now the last thing we need to find is an 808. So I have plenty here. It's okay, something more distortion even. Okay, I think I liked this mangled one. Okay, I think that's good. I think that's good. So let's work on our drum pattern, and then we'll just let the kicks and the 808s kind of follow along with each other. So let's start with this one, which is these guys. I'm gonna mute our guitar for now, just so we can hear just the drum pattern, because it should be pretty straightforward. And I think this guy will keep it very simple, and he will just, because if we do, basically do this, right, he'll happen on every bar, and then we'll copy that one more time, and then he'll happen every offbeat, and then we'll do the exact same thing, but one more over with the other guy we're using here, this guy. So same thing, he'll happen every bar pretty much. Then we'll take him and we'll scoot him over so that way he just has I totally messed up my spacing on that, hold on. Just so there's a little bit more breathing room, and it's gonna kind of like have this slow roll effect, if that makes any sense. So we'll throw him here, so now we'll have maybe I'll even do this. That? No, maybe go back here. Let me try throwing another kick in that space. Hold on. Let me get this in my head. Okay, so we'll do like that. And then we'll pop in here. And then we will kind of make this based on our guitar melody. So we'll first, let's listen to our drum line with our guitar, see if we like it. Obviously some mixing. But I think we've got something going. So yeah. My keyboard is louder than the instruments? Oh no. Oh no, guys. Oh no. Okay. Let me... My problem is, like, my microphone and my keyboard are so close, and so is my face. Okay, so... Sploinky, though? So we're sploinking with this, guys? Are we frinking on this fronk right now? Yo gabba gabba looking ass. Okay, so let's go in here. What we're going to do is we're just going to keep it very simple. We are going to... I need to get a no-click keyboard, because I hate clicky keyboards. This is just the one that came with my PC. I feel like Mr. Parker. I feel like you know what I'm talking about. But let's take these, move them here, and then we're going to just delete our top end and leave these bass notes. And I think we have our intro. I think we absolutely undoubtedly have our intro. I think the one thing we can do, if we want to make this a little bit more similar, is I'm going to do something that I really like called, I think it's power panning or something like that. But we're going to take our lead guitar, and we're going for a grungy, kind of muddy low end to make this work. But we're going to take our lead guitar, and then we're going to take basically the exact same structure and match it with a bass guitar that fits as well. And then they're going to kind of sing together slightly in different ears. And I'm going to mute these other elements just so I can really hear these, because I want something that's going to really fit. Something a little bit more distorted. Okay, I'll keep the woo bass in mind. Not that. Okay, what if I throw this on the same track? So this is what I was saying earlier, where I gotta mix all these things individually. But this could work. Okay, so let's do a little bit of mixing here, just so that these kind of have more of their own space. Mostly focusing on EQing. And yeah, we'll go from there. So let's start with, I'm just going to keep it iterative. So each one of these is going to go on its own little track numerically. Ba-da-bum. Okay, so we'll start with our kick, which will be on track 3. And we're just going to listen to this guy on a loop. So same thing, I'm going to put a little bit of that overdrive on there. That's going to bring it up. And then I'm probably going to turn it down a little bit. And now we have that like crunchy kind of kick drum here. And I think honestly, let's give them a little bit of space. Okay, I think that works. I think that's working for us. Let's move on now. Let's pull out these whatever the hell these are. And same thing. I think these are on track 4, right? Am I right? Yeah, track 4. So let's open my mixer track. Go to 4, and then I want to really pull the high end out of this, because that's what's going to give it its own space. So we're going to go into our EQ, and then something like this. And then same thing, we're going to put that overdrive on there. Turn it down a little bit, and then crank the overdrive up so it's got a more crunchy feel. And then let's see if I can add like a phaser maybe to give this a little bit more something, or maybe a chorus. Okay, I hate those. Let's try the phaser. See if we can just, I'm going for like, this is our weird sample, you know? So I'm trying to pull this strange noise out of here almost. Okay, let's, just so we know, let's hear these together now. Okay, and let's move to track 5. And let's pull some reverb. I want this to feel a little bit bigger. Let's grab, you guessed it, the overdrive again. Okay, sounding good. Now let's do the same thing. Okay, and then let's see, do I want to pull this 808 up an octave, or do I want to leave it where it is? Let's hear it with the guitars. Okay, I will leave this 808 up here, and we're looking at track 6, I believe, right? Yeah, okay. Cool, so let's isolate him now with the drums. And then I'm gonna EQ, pull out like almost all the high end, boost the low end a little bit. And then what we're gonna do is, what is the best thing to do here? I don't really work with 808s a lot. Let's do, let's try the Soundgoodizer. Yeah, that's giving it a full sound. Dum dum. Yeah, that's good. Okay, now we gotta get these guitars kind of where they need to sit. That heavily distorted feel works. So let's work on this bass. I'm gonna isolate just our guitars. And then let's see, do I want to raise this bass up an octave? Is that what I want to do here, or no? That might be a little weird. I might just take the bass notes out of the bass line. That works! Let's rock it. Let's rock it. Okay. So throw that back over our original guitar. Okay, now we have that really dun 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 dun. Like, I don't know if that makes any sense what I'm saying right now, but that's kind of what I'm talking about. Okay, this is our intro. This is our intro. So now all I'm gonna do is structure it the same fucking way that we just saw these guys do it. So the first thing I gotta do is I gotta pull all of these patterns out, which will be really simple because I'm just gonna split it into 4 sections. Just our whole drum line is gonna be one thing, and then our honestly, our bass and our guitars sing together. So really, it's just going to be our guitars, our drums, and then our 808 is going to be a separate thing. And so we're just gonna do that now. So we are going to create a new pattern, call it our guitar leads, and then we are going to go back to our original pattern. We are going to take our guitar, cut it, swap to our guitar lead pattern, paste it back in. Perfect. Go back to pattern 1. Switch to that bass line we pulled, cut that, switch back to the new pattern, paste it, make sure it's lined up properly. Cool, play the pattern. Okay, perfect, great. We have that. So now we'll go back to pattern 1, and we're just gonna create an 808 pattern just to separate the 808 from the drums because it's just gonna be a lot easier. And we'll go back to pattern 1. Grab this 808. Take it. Cut it. We're at D4. Go back to our 808. Plop it back in. Why? Oh, it's muted. Everything's muted. I might let these ride a little longer. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Also, you guys are gonna be so mad at me. Now's usually a good time to save a project. I haven't done that. So we're gonna save this as Grim Salvo Study. Boom. Okay, and then just for the sake of convenience, I am going to rename our original pattern to drums. Perfect. Okay. Here's how this song is going to start. Same way as theirs. We're going to have a full section of just our guitars. Actually, these are going to ride out for... hold on, what's my magnetism? Let's turn this to quarter beat. And we're going to let these ride out. Yeah, 4 times. And our drums are going to come in at the second one. Slowly get louder. Same thing, I'm going to put an extra EQ on the master. That way this sounds kind of like really narrow. It's almost going to give it like this kind of feel. And it's going to slowly open up. And then we'll have a little break. And then, boom, the 808s are going to come in. It's all going to be together. We'll pull away that EQ. It'll feel suddenly really big. And what I'll probably do is I'll add some kind of probably drone or high synth in the background to kind of fill up the upper levels that are really untouched right now. And that should really help. So what we'll do is we're going to give this a play right now. Okay, this is working, dude. This is working. Do I need to raise the 808s up another octave? How high do 808s need to be? Hold on. What if I double them up? There we go. That sounds more full. And then what I want to do, I want those chords back. That's what I want. I want those chords back that I made these guitars out of. Can I... So stupid. Can I unarpeggiate this? Or I guess I can probably just... here, I'm going to take these, copy them, create a new pattern. I'm going to call it our synth drone whatever. And I'm just going to grab a random instrument. Hang out in its piano roll and do this here. And then we are just going to take these and turn them back into chords like so. Check me out here. Like that. And like that. And like that. Okay, perfect. So we are just gonna, I don't know if this is the fastest way to do this. Probably not, but we're gonna scoot these all back. I guess I could do all of them at once, couldn't I? If I did that, and then I did. Maybe not. Hold on. Okay, I'm just totally fucking all of this up. Okay, hold on. Nerp. Da-da. Okay. Don't get ahead of myself. Alright. And then what we'll do is we will have something very floaty, very high end, and it'll rock these chords back. Probably a little bit more space. We'll probably do something like this. Okay, I didn't copy this onto our new instrument. That's okay. Everyone makes mistakes. So let's cut that, and let's go over here, pop it in. Too much space, but I do kind of like what this is doing. Can I pull the reverb out completely? I don't think it's playing the chords properly. No. That's not playing the chords. Let's see if this works through that, like, near our drop. This is very muddy. So let's throw this up. See if that works better. Okay, I think we roughly have what we need here. Let's throw some effects on here. And then I'll try and get some vocals or whatever, I guess. And yeah, so let's, we're gonna go to our master. And we are going to throw an EQ on here. I know there's already a, like, radio preset. Yep, so we'll toss that on there. Which is great. One second, hold on. I got a very important message. Allow me but a moment. Okay, perfect. Okay, so we'll throw this on here. That'll be good. That'll set us up for the beginning. And then what I want to do is I want these drums probably a little louder, to be honest. Let's scoot ahead to here. 3, 4, and 5. Okay, and then what we'll do is we are going to create an automation clip for the drums volumes for our, throughout, if you will, throughout this section here, which means we are going to create automation clip, and create automation clip. And then all we're going to do is come back out here, grab the back end, bring it to relatively low so that you can barely even hear the drums. And then they'll spike right about here. And I want to set this just roughly around the same area as the where it will end. Like so. And then now we'll have a slow fade in with these drums. Something like this. And then we'll pull that EQ out of there a little bit. And then one thing I want to do is I want to create an intro, a guitar lead intro. And all I'm going to do is take the same guitar lead we have over here, and we're just going to turn the velocity way down. And what that's going to do is it's going to make this so much more subtle. That way it's just a little bit more... I forgot to not cut that, so I ended up cutting it, but I put it back, super Gucci. I'm gonna copy this one, and then do the same thing. We're gonna move over here to our intro section, pop that in here, and we're gonna bring our velocity down to match, and try and follow that same kind of curve. Okay, something like that. And then we are going to replace this with the guitar lead intro section. And then now these drums will shine a little bit brighter just for this part, because they're going to be a little bit more subdued guitars. And then what we're going to do is we are also going to create an automation clip from the very start, if you can. For this section, and that's going to be from the master, and it's going to be for this EQ that we have, create automation clip. I don't know why my brain couldn't find that. And then somewhere around right here, we are going to turn it off. So something like, and then it'll all come together. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and honestly, I'll probably even turn these drums just up pretty high for the chorus section so they really have some punch. And then I could do more with samples. I could fill out some things more, blah, 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 blah. Let's delete that. I didn't mean to do that. Save it, and then let's give this a listen and see if we cooked, guys. If only 20QE Rico is here to tell us whether or not this is Grim Salvo vibes. But let's see. Okay, hold on. First of all, I can't really fade this out because it's an on or off EQ, so we're going to have to drop it like right there so you'll feel it for a second. There's too much happening here, so what I'll do is I'll pull the synths out, let it ride. I'm starting to understand with just how much is happening in this mix, why they probably have such a kind of simple instrumental structure. But then we'll throw these synths there and let the guitar leads just follow those. And let's see if this rocks any harder. Also, I think I'm going to curve up. Which one is my little... I want that sound to be louder. Hold on. Drums. Nope, not that one. It's this one. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to ramp that up just a little sooner so he has a little bit more staying power. Okay, let's see how we do. Is this Grim Salvo or not? I just muted every instrument. Hold on. Okay. Attempt number 2. Is this Grim Salvo or not? Okay, so I'm gonna just bring this out a little bit more. Doot doot, doot doot. That way that EQ doesn't kind of drop off all weird. And then now the next thing we need is lyrics. We gotta fuck around with these vocals. Figure out how they do this, how they make this work. So same thing, kind of softer but like slightly distorted vocals. I think the delivery's like down here. We'll get that going for the intro section. I'll do something really simple, I think, and then for the chorus, like something like that. I don't know, just goofing around. So let's see here. Ladies and gentlemen. What are we doing? What are we thinking for lyrics? Da 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 dibba dibba da bibba dibba dip da dip dip da bibba dibba dibba da bidda bip bip ba bibba dibba dibba da dip da dip da dip da da, something like that. I think we could goof around, come in with the drums, and then like keep it a little jazzy, you know, like let this part, it's gonna do it, you know. Dip da but dip da did it da but it da 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 did it da but it da but it da but it da did it da did it da did it da did it da, you know, something stupid like that. Let's see what we can do here. Hold on. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set up the vocals. So I'm gonna be gone for a second and I'm gonna be part of the mix. Hello. Okay, so you guys should now be able to hear me coming through the DAW. I'm gonna turn things up just a little bit, because I don't want to blast your ears out because this music is loud. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna listen again real quick to these vocals and see if I can try and replicate that. Okay, there's like a crunch. It might just be that they're doing like harmonies like this. So let's try that. Let's try that. We are gonna turn off all of these. And I'm listening to Heart of Darkness right now, and it's like, what's the lyric exactly? I'm gonna try just to do 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 do. Got my armor cinched tight in the heart of darkness. Oh man, it sounds real goofy coming from me. Okay. Let's we're gonna loop it back. We're gonna lock it down to just this. Got my armor cinched tight in the heart of darkness. And I'm just gonna I'll do like 3 or 4 of those in that kind of delivery, and then we'll see if I can get it sounding like that. Got my armor cinched tight in the heart of darkness. Got my armor. Oh fuck! I can't hear myself. Shit! Shit! Okay. Alright. What did I fuck up here? Da 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 da. Yo. Mama nama 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 ma. Okay, but that one stayed. Okay. Cool. So I figured it out. I just had to do additive. So this button here makes it additive. So you're playing off. Anyway. This is how people who listen to this music enjoy their normal day. Is there already effects on this track? No? I think that's just how I sound coming back to myself. That's weird. Anyway, let's rock this. Got my armor cinched tight in the heart of darkness. Got my armor cinched tight in the heart of darkness. Got my armor cinched tight in the heart of darkness. Okay, so that's a horrible second delivery. Got my armor cinched tight in the heart of darkness. Got my armor cinched tight in the heart of darkness. Got my armor cinched tight in the heart of darkness. Cool, that should be enough. Nope, don't record. Nope, we're not recording anymore. God damn it. Got my armor cinched tight in the heart of darkness. That's horrible. There's some weird delay going on. Hold on. Got my armor cinched tight in the heart of darkness. Okay, so we're gonna cheat. That's what we're gonna do because this sounds terrible. We are gonna take one, drop it down, and then slightly put it off, and then put another one here, slightly off, and now it should sound like a harmony. Got my armor cinched tight in the heart of darkness. Okay, this one's a little too close. Got my armor cinched tight in the heart of darkness. Okay, let's see what we can add to get this sounding how we want. I'm gonna oh, the section's already kind of looped. I'm gonna loop it even tighter. Keep it tight. Got my armor cinched tight in the heart of darkness. Got my armor cinched tight in the heart of darkness. Got my armor cinched tight in the heart of darkness. Got my armor cinched tight in the heart of darkness. Got my armor cinched tight in the heart of darkness. Got my armor cinched tight in the heart of darkness. Got my armor cinched tight in the heart of darkness. Okay, I think, yeah, I think that's it. People keep asking if I'm back. And I'm thinking I'm back. Okay. So, alright, I'm gonna step away. I gotta blow my freaking nose. And then we're gonna come up with a little lyric section for just this right here. We're gonna riff it out and then see what we like. So, hang tight, folks. I'm Alistair, the radio demon. Oh, fuck, I kinda did that, didn't I? Well, beware, kids. I really am doing like the radio demon kind of thing right now. I didn't piss in your shoes. Your shoes got pissed in. It just happened to be by me. See? Alright. Okay. I'll be back. Wake me when you need me. Okay. That was maximum cringe. Okay. I'm gonna drink a little bit of water. We're gonna see what we feel. Yeah, I think maybe we go for the more like subdued, almost jazzy kind of vocal performance. They did that slightly in a couple of them, and I liked it. So it'd be like da 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 da. some ideas out, and then I'll like fucking write down some little dumb lyrics. Da 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 ba ba ba. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Maybe something like that. And it's gotta be grungy, you know what I mean? It's gotta be murder lyrics. Didn't mean to kill you, just wanted to swing my knife. Didn't wanna end you, just wanted to take your life. That's so stupid. That's the dumbest fucking. I accidentally killed you. Maybe I will do that. Maybe I'll lean into this, like, the whole, like, this isn't my genre. It's like, I'm not a murderer, but I misfired my gun. Don't know why she was screaming, so I started to run after her. This is so stupid. This is so weird. I hope you guys understand. I think this sounds pretty decent, but this has been such an unnatural music experience for me. Wow, what's dark? You know what I mean? What's brooding? I'm a cynic. I'm not necessarily like I don't have deep evil. Okay, I think people suck. I don't think like they deserve to burn. I think I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go with whatever words come to my mind. We're just gonna do that, and then I'll just give it a better performance afterwards. Killing people, killing time, ending lives. Will you be my Valentine? Murder on my mind, girl. It's murder in time. Killing people, killing time was funny. Murdering people is on my mind. This is just silly. I think I need to ramp it up a little bit more before the last section. Killing people, killing time. I've got murder on my mind, and tonight, you're mine. Yeah. No. Hold on. Let's run that back. I think that could work. Killing people, killing time. I've got murder on my mind, and tonight, you're mine. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna write that down. We're gonna do a better performance of that. We're gonna make that work. Killing people, killing time. I got murder on my mind. Right? Killing people, killing time. I've got murder on my mind, and tonight, you're mine. Killing people, killing time. I've got murder on my mind, and tonight, you're mine. Okay. Killing people. Okay, well I'm gonna give this one a little bit more effort. I'm gonna like actually try and give a decent performance here. Killing people, killing time. I've got murder on my mind, drag out your mind till just before the drop, but that was better. And I'll start a little earlier so I can kind of feel it. Killing people. I hated that. I hated that intro. Killing people. Killing time. I've got murder on my mind, and tonight, you're mine. Okay, so that's still not quite what I'm looking for. Killing people, killing time. I've got murder and it's on my mind. Tonight. You're mine. Killing I don't know if I'm liking that. Maybe I should do something different. I don't like that and tonight. Do I? I should have recorded that. That's my scream take. Maybe I'll like the tonight more when I put harmonies over it, which I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do harmonies. Let's just run it. Whatever I do here, we're gonna keep it because we don't need to. We don't need to do a ton of million friggin' takes. Killing people, killing time. I've got murder, darling, it's on my mind. And tonight, you're mine. Okay, so that works. Let's do a little chippy, a little choppy, and I want the EQ to cut just before I say that, and then double bam, we'll boom, turn off the recording, play it. Killing people, killing time. I've got murder, darling, it's on my mind. And tonight, you're mine. Yeah, why not? Let's run it. Let's just do a couple of harmonies. Killing people, killing time. I've got murder, darling, it's on my mind. And tonight, you're mine. Killing people, killing time. I've got murder, darling, it's on my mind. And tonight, you're mine. Okay, let's see how these are doing here. How are we feeling? Killing people, killing time. I've got murder, darling, it's on my mind. And tonight, you're mine. Okay, I think that's gonna work for now. And I'm gonna come back over here for the time being and turn the music down just a smidge because it's about to get loud because we're gonna let this shit run. Here is Grim Salvo, I guess. Hell yeah, guys. You know, I'm pretty mother freaking happy with that. We're gonna leave this. We're gonna leave this project here. Okay, cool. I shouldn't be coming through FL Studio anymore. This is, yeah, I mean, this is cool, you know? This is cool. I think I'm excited to do more of these. I really only done one other, like, you know, music study where we listened to some music, broke it down, and then did it. And this is my first one, I guess, on camera. But this was fun, man. This is fun. Obviously, these vocals are something, and the mix is terrible. I mean, this shit is punching the back of my skull through my headphones. But it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. This is, you know, it's just goofy, man. And I made this in like an hour. In an hour? I made this in like an hour. And why did I say it like that? But yeah, so it's a shame 20 QE Rika, you know, couldn't be here to see this. I feel like, you know, we really catered to him, but hey, you know. Sorry, I'm yawning. I got terrible sleep last night. Okay, that's random stuff. Yeah, we'll keep things in mind. I'm gonna be starting some social medias soon, so stay tuned for that. I'll drop those soon. They'll go. Hold on, it's camera's reversed. They'll go right here. So look forward to those Friday. I'll have like my actual like Spotify name, and then I think I'm starting Instagram, and we'll throw those there, and then I'll be using that to kind of, you know, give you guys better updates and, you know, keep in touch. But you know, I know I'm cutting this a little short here, roughly 15 minutes short, but I do. We'll give this one more listen through. Grim Salvo type beat, without the vocals this time, and then we'll do one more time with the vocals, I guess, and we'll just, you know, this is what we did, guys. This is what we did. I don't know how to dance. And that's yeah. Yeah. We'll do the lyric version. The lyric version. I'll like lip sync it. I'm gonna lip sync it in the microphone. Check this out. Holy fuck, I just realized my microphone was muted. You guys just saw me start crying and had no context. It was a bit. It was for the bit. Anyway, yeah. I've been just cynic. You've been just a bunch of cynics. And today, we made a Grimsalvo type beat. And it was a lot of fun. I hope you guys either enjoyed the music, or enjoyed making the music. I hope you took something away. If anything, that critical thinking ear, listening to the music, kind of deconstructing it, reverse engineering the sounds you love and like. And I will see you all Friday with more social medias and stuff up here popping up in the middle top of your screen, where I keep my wonderful name and my not so wonderful appearance. But until then, guys, take it easy.